Hey health seekers, it's Kate Shamarani here, natural nurse in a toxic world, and all over the world at the moment we're seeing people wearing masks to go shopping, to go out in public. Some places have actually made that a policy where you have to wear a mask to shop anywhere. So there was a poll yesterday in the UK in one of the mainstream media outlets saying, should we all also in the UK be made to wear a mask to go out in public? And I would say absolutely not. And if you're voting yes in that poll and you're doing it through ignorance, that ignorance is going to affect me and all of us that know the truth as to why you shouldn't and how it actually reduces your immunity. So I'd like you to watch this short video, then share it amongst everyone. I've got a few notes on the board so you can look at it. So first of all, our immunity is developed, our bacteria, flora, our viruses. We come into contact with other people. They're part of our immunity. They're a good thing. And we get herd immunity by all intermingling with one another. So it's actually going to increase our immunity. So this unlawful lockdown is decreasing our immunity. It's keeping us all indoor, particularly important for the young and the old. So when we do all finally go out, we've got reduced immunity and we're going to get sick with a lot of opportunistic stuff that's out there. So if we look at why shouldn't we wear a mask, well, the first thing is it's a psyop. As soon as you see people in a mask, you're going to get really scared. Now, particles of virus, they're nanoparticles. If you were to cough and sneeze, they go straight through a mask anyway. And virus and exosome are the same thing. You cannot catch a virus. There's 300,000 of them in our body, dead protein structures, and they're there to stop toxins coming through the cell membrane and damaging or killing the cell. They come out, they soak up these toxins, then they take them off to cells to get rid of them. There's a lock on these exosomes, and the key often matches our immune cells. So they're a really good thing. They're a good thing to have. We release 2 to 3 at any one time. So if you're fearful and anxious and depressed and sad, it actually does release those exosomes as well. So if you're seeing people all out in masks, it's reminding people of this whole COVID-19 thing, that we're all going to be at risk of dying from our fellow man, and so our fellow man all becomes the enemy. So when you see that mask, it's a big reminder. It reduces your fresh oxygen flow that you're breathing in. It increases the bacteria that's all around your mouth. It also makes you far more likely to activate your own coronavirus. Now, if you've had a flu vaccine, the chances of you getting your own coronavirus active is 36% greater. And that was from a military study that looked at a load of American military who'd had the flu vaccine and then all came down with their coronavirus. It stops you communicating. So that's a massive psyop. It means you can't speak to people. It creates that void, the us and them. And, you know, we're creatures of socializing, but what it's doing is it's making this divide, and we see it everywhere, people fighting. It's just ridiculous. So in 2019, there was a flu vaccine given out, which was untested. It had 4 types of influenza in it, completely untested. And it had the H1N1 strain in it, which is highly pathogenic. So the people having that, and that was what happened in Italy. They'd all had that. They were an older population. They had a lot of inflammatory disorders and they got really sick. And that's why you saw this big spike there. A lot of people in the UK had their flu vaccine late autumn onwards as well. And if you remember the SARS vaccine, when they gave that SARS vax to the mice in the labs and they came into contact with the wild SARS, they all died. And when the members of the public were given the SARS vaccine, when they got the wild SARS, they also got much, much more sick. So that, folks, is why I won't be wearing a mask. And I would absolutely advise you to show this video to everyone and take the same, make a stand. Have a good day.